Hi friends, Dean here with Escape to Gaming. I'm going to do a video kind of discussing some update related things and then talk about some ideas I have that what we can do during this kind of very awkward, difficult, very challenging time to try to take our mind off from things and things that we can do. I'll tell you how I've been dealing with things and how I would like to spend my time in a productive, proactive way. At home. Many people are gaming, some people are reading books that they've had on their backlog, some people are playing their backlog of video games, some people are organizing and cleaning. We're all doing different things. I was going to do this video on Sunday. I'm doing it on a Tuesday morning now. I get a text from my father about my cousin who I grew up with. It's my father's sister. He only has the one sister. His brother died of polio, so his sister Vicky he's fairly close with, and my aunt Vicky has three daughters. They're relatively close in age. One's a little younger. The youngest one works for the FBI. I'm very proud of her. She went through a lot of hard work to get that job, and the other ones are one lives in Virginia, who's the oldest, which is my cousin Leisha. Very good friends with her still. We communicate and talk off and on. We'll sometimes talk for 3 hours on the phone. We have very long intellectual conversations about a lot of things. I haven't talked to her in quite a while. Since I've been on Facebook, I've kind of been out of touch with a lot of family and friends, and I feel bad about that, but Facebook, the downside just outweighs the good side for me, and I just stay away from the drama, and Twitter and Facebook, I can't be bothered. My wife goes on there and checks it out once in a while, but she has a lot of old high school friends and family that she still sees and interacts with on, Facebook and stuff. So, but anyway, my dad said that my cousin Shelley, who's a school teacher down in Los Angeles, she's close to my age. I think I might be a year older. I can't remember. She's real close to my age, so she's not young by any means. The three daughters all have health issues. Leisha's a diabetic. Some of the other ones have some health issues as well. So it's not good if they get this, virus. And she was admitted into the UCLA Medical Center. She's got a beautiful home in Brentwood. She's got a home in Malibu. The woman that she lives with, her partner, is extremely wealthy. They live in a beautiful place in Malibu, in the Malibu colony in the ocean. They've got another place up in Brentwood near Schwarzenegger and John Forsythe and all that. So I don't really see her that often. We don't agree politically on a lot of things, but I think the world of her. We grew up kids playing together. Shelley was more the tomboy of the three girls, and we hit it off. She loved me. We thought the world of each other. I was the closest to her growing up. And so this is very painful to find out that she succumbed to this virus. And just last night, my sister sent me a text and said that she must have had the real fast test, that the test did come back positive, and she definitely has this virus thing. So I'm just brokenhearted over it. So she's having problems breathing, and she's not on a ventilator yet, so hopefully she won't be. Hoping she'll come through it. So it's a tough time. When you have family involved, it's unsettling. It's very, very tough. And my wife is concerned, naturally, and I'm concerned. And my wife she hasn't felt well since she's been there, and I haven't felt well either. A lot of that is just logically stress and underlying stress and anxiety that a person has, and it's hard when you have those levels of stress and anxiety and worry and concerns, and we have so much riding on this move. And of all times for this to happen, it's just the worst timing. That's how life is. You can't plan it. You got to just kind of roll with it. I don't take it personally myself. You just do the best you can to try to understand it and to try to move on. So I appreciate all the prayers and support I've had in regards to my cousin. I put up a community post. I was going to do this video on Sunday, and I couldn't do it. I'm having a hard time even now. It's pretty much robbed me of my ability to allow myself to have fun and to entertain myself right now. I want to. There's a part of me that really wants to game and get lost in gaming, but I've had a lot going on. We've got, starting tomorrow, the movers are coming from Boise, Idaho. Even that got cut back. Now, last Saturday we had the home inspector, 2 days before he was to come on Saturday, or I think it was Friday initially he was supposed to be here, he called my realtor and said that he had flu symptoms. Now, I don't know whether he has the virus or not, but it's not good. So naturally, we called it off. I don't want anyone sick in my house right now. I don't need to get this. For those that don't have anyone, maybe you don't have a spouse, or you got no one to worry about you. You can be more reckless with your life and be more cavalier about it, perhaps. But if you have people that you care about, I have responsibilities. My wife is counting on me to be around and to get through this, so I can help her to raise her brother that passed away several months ago, to help raise his kids, and I have to try to be here for her. It's be easy for me, believe me. I'm in so much pain. There's a part of me that just wishes this thing would just take me and just end it, so I have to deal with constant pain and problems. But that would be selfish. When I have people, I would be leaving in sadness and sorrow. So we have to find ways to be responsible. You have to take this seriously. If you have family and friends and loved ones, and especially a wife or children or husband or whatever, you got to think about that. You really have to think about your responsibilities. And let's say even if you're not a big believer in the virus, and you think it's overblown, in the likelihood that there's any truth to it. And if you watch I've watched a lot of interesting doctors. Some of them is a Korean doctor. I'll have a link for his video down below. It has subtitles, but this guy is a leading expert in Korea. This is why Korea has a really good handle on this virus so far. They have their own doctors working around the clock trying to come up with a solution. But this doctor, I watched his interview, and I'll leave a link for the interview down below. It had very good, solid information. This guy is an expert on SARS and MERS and all of the epidemics that we've had, pandemics that we've had over the years, and really had a very calm, non-hyperbolic view of it, and how it can be passed to you and how it can't be passed. Very, very informative. I know a lot of you may not have the attention span to sit and read subtitles, but this is one time where invest the time and read it. It's very worthwhile, and I learned a lot. If you arm yourself with knowledge, the knowledge can help you cope with the fear and the anxiety of this, and that's what I've done. So yeah, I go to a lot of extremes. Yeah, I wear gloves and a mask, and for those that are the room temperature IQ, I guess Darwin Award winners that want to just laugh at this thing, I'll poke fun of people with gloves on and masks, and get triggered because it's people that actually have lives and have people that they care about, that they want to make sure that they're there for them, for their families. It's easy to mock these people. They put a video up laughing about the whole thing and mocking people wearing gloves and the social distancing thing. Since then, they've taken the video down, being the cowards that they are, because they see it's not popular. Because too many people see this. Now everyone is seeing people or knows someone or has family that's going through this to some degree. My daughter, and I hesitated to even bring this up before, I mentioned it in a couple comments, but my daughter works for a very big Orange County urgent care. You know what she's doing right now? She's putting a gown on and goggles and a mask, and she's going out, she's taking the samples from people in their cars. And last week she took over 100 samples. One of them came back, that she knows of, came back positive. So my daughter is out dealing with this thing, putting herself at risk with my granddaughter she comes home to every day, and her new husband, who also has a daughter from another relationship. So, this is a very worrisome thing. My wife and I are sick inside with worry. I hesitated to even bring my daughter into this, but I have a lot of concerns. And for the sake of my daughter and my wife, I will do whatever I have to do. If people want to laugh and make fun of that and mock that, well, it just shows their own stupidity and foolishness. And there's a special place in hell for these kind of egotistical morons with room temperature IQs, because a lot of us have responsibilities. We actually have people that care about us and love us. That's the difference between us and people that have nobody. And there's a reason why they have no one, because they're assholes. And anyone spends any time with them will see that and just vacate. So, moving on. So, yeah, I have a lot of responsibility and things I need to get through. So, we eventually made arrangements. We had another home inspector, amazingly at the last minute. along with an appraiser and a roof inspector, all come Saturday. I sat on my couch with my mask and gloves on, opened up all the doors in the house. There's nothing but fresh air blowing through here. Put Vinny in his room, get him out of here. And I had the inspectors go through and do their thing. I stayed 12 feet away from them, let alone 6 feet. I stayed completely away from them. They had masks on, gloves, booties, so they were protected as well. They looked like they were fairly healthy. I wasn't too worried. So we had everything done. The home inspection was done at half the time. The guy said, we've never seen a house. It's like perfect. It doesn't need anything, you know. So they left, and instead of an hour and a half, it only took them 45 minutes, so which is a good sign. So we're real close now to closing on this house. The movers are coming tomorrow. They were going to come Thursday with a big crew and knock it out, pack everything Thursday, and then Friday load up the van and move it to storage in Idaho. And, excuse me, I'm in a lot of pain this morning. I'm trying to cut down on my meds. And so, going through a tough time right now, just excuse me. Now that's changed. Instead of 4 people, it's just going to be the father and the son that run the company are going to come by themselves. So they need an extra day to pack, so they're going to be coming tomorrow, pack all day tomorrow and Thursday, and then Friday load up the truck and move. I won't be helping them. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff today. I'm just kind of finishing up packing the personal things. Anything that we're going to take with us in our own van that we're going to rent, I'm putting in Vinny's room and closing Vinny up in there and keeping him isolated. Because now I found out that cats can get this too. We had a couple big cats in the Bronx Zoo. I was at the Bronx Zoo in 1969, a huge, huge zoo. Beautiful animals there. And it just kills me to hear that some of the big cats have got this coronavirus from their handlers. So this is very contagious. Dogs amazingly can't get it, but cats can, and monkeys are very susceptible to it as well, being mammal related to humans somewhat. So it's very worrisome. I don't want Vinny to get sick either. This is very unsettling, this whole thing. So I got strangers in my house, for 3 days, in a very small house. I may go outside. I may sit in the front yard with my phone, read a book. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to figure something out. But I got a lot to do today. I'm kind of bubble wrapping up some of my paintings and artwork and trying to prepare a few things and shredding personal mail and things and getting rid of things and getting things prepared. I've already thrown out a bunch of stuff this morning. The garbage truck cleaned out the fridge. And so I'm getting ready to move. We're going to leave the 2 couches here and just a couple pieces of furniture that we're going to donate to a furniture place. We'll come and pick it all up for free. We're not getting anything for it. I just like, come get it, I couldn't find anyone that could use the couches, sadly. So we thought we had someone that it fell through, apparently. But so I'll just have the couch, and I'll have my TV set, which I'm going to take with me on the floor, and I'll leave my PlayStation 4 hooked up to it, and everything in here is going to be gone in a couple days. So I'm getting everything ready. We're getting down to the wire. That's my update anyway on my move. And my wife just ordered all the new blinds for the new house, and she's got the appliances ordered. Now, she was just about to go in. She had Monday night. This is another interesting fact. Monday night, she was going to go to this store called R.C. Wiley's, which they have one here in Sacramento, and they've got another one in Boise. It's a big furniture store. They sell appliances and TV sets and couches and living room sets. She went there just a couple weeks ago to look at some couches and sent me some pic texts of them, So, oh, that's nice. I like these too or whatever. Well, she was going to go and secure a couch for us Monday after work, and then she sees on the internet Sunday night, what happens? A couple of the employees at that location were tested positive, and now they've shut the whole store down temporarily. So, this is hitting everywhere. It's like you can't throw a rock without hitting someone or something that knows someone that has contracted this very contagious virus. And now even grocery stores and Costco's are getting it, and they're shutting them down. People that are exposed to a lot of people that don't take this seriously are getting sick. And sometimes you could do all you can. Maybe you have a mask on and gloves, and you can still get it. Because all of a sudden your phone rings, and you got your gloves on, and you grab your phone and put it up to your face. Now you're touching your face with it. You got to really think. This is very contagious, extremely contagious, and very, very dangerous. And it can linger in the air. Anything under 5 microns, the gravity doesn't have any effect on it. It will sit in the air for up to a couple hours, 2-3 hours. By the way, check this out. Last Sunday, you know what I discovered? A church right here in Sacramento that continued to have services. I don't know how big it was. And overnight, 70 people were tested positive with the virus here in Sacramento. Sacramento's got over 500 people in Sacramento and Placer counties, which kind of constitutes, and El Dorado County constitutes the bulk of the area here. We have got over 500 cases of it right here in town. So I desperately need an EEG test, and I have to go to the hospital for that. I won't go. I'm not getting any more tests. I told my doctor, no. I'll suffer with seizures. I can't risk it. I've already put myself at risk twice by going to the hospital for blood work one day and then back to see my doctor the next day, just to confirm that haven't had a heart attack, because that's very dangerous. So my wife, forced me to go, and I did it for her, but I told her I don't care. I'm still not getting my results back from the blood test because the hospitals and labs are maxed out right now. I'm in a hot zone here. Now, fortunately, the governor of California, who I'm not a big fan of, shut the state down before anybody. So that's why it's not as hard hit as, New Jersey and New York. Other governors, the governor of Georgia, just at the last minute shuts his state down. Now he's getting hit really hard with it. These people, too little, too late, and they're paying. Florida's paying for it. New Orleans went ahead and had the Mardi Gras anyway, and guess what? It's now one of the biggest hotspots. It's just tragic, tragic, tragic. We've already lost a couple of jazz musicians, have already died. Another one just this morning died of this. Well, they were very old people, so this is a very dangerous disease. And we can only hope that eventually they'll come up with a vaccine at some point, and maybe we can get back to somewhat normal. I don't know. I'm going to do my best, and my wife will too. I had the 12 masks that I mentioned in my last video. Well, I sent 10 of those to my wife. I'll just keep cleaning and rotating the 2 masks that I have, and I gave her the rest. And if she wants to give some of those to her co-workers, I said, you go ahead and hand them out. But I wanted her to have them. I went immediately and mailed those. So thank God I found those. I might even have some more. I'm going to go look in my boxes in my shed. I might have some more of them packed away. I think I saw somewhere another box of them. I'll have to look. But please try to take care of yourself. Find some masks or find something to protect yourself if you can, because it's very, very important. But anyway, I went, as you know in my video there, I went and got Doom Eternal a week or so ago. I put in the Doom 64 and played a little bit of the beginning just to kind of see how the levels were. It looks really good. It looks like a really good version of it. I downloaded this Doom screensaver thing, which is pretty cool. It's really nice and a pretty cool screensaver. And then I've got some other games. I got the Modern Warfare last Friday. I went to the grocery store to get some more water cases. I got a couple more cases of water and a few other supplies I needed. I went ahead and got a PlayStation card while I was there and downloaded some games. I got the Modern Warfare. I already had Modern Warfare 1. I have the digital copy, but I also have the physical copy of that game. Or that is a physical copy, I guess. And then I got the Modern Warfare 2 downloaded for, $20, I think it was. It was a hell of a deal. So it's just the campaign. That's all I've ever played. I played Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 in 1 week on the Xbox 360 and really enjoyed it. But it's a great game. I remember enjoying the campaign very much. So I haven't tried my right arm yet. I'm able to move it somewhat. I can move it up a little bit. I can move my arm up. It hurts. Even the back of my hand hurts. My wrist hurts. But I'm trying to move it more. I just haven't tried it with a controller yet. I'm hoping that I don't have any loss of sensation as far as my dexterity. My fingers seem to be okay, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to play a game. It may be a big fail. I don't know, but I'm going to try. But I have all, you can see my files. I've got all my, this is my COD and Battlefield games. I got the Outer Wilds I downloaded. Now what you can do is, I'm not going to the stores. This is one time I actually liked the digital games. So I had a sale. I got this for like $3, $4 off, maybe $5 off. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it looks very good. The people that made Subnautica made the Outer Wilds. Abduction is a great game, really a good game. Far Lone Sails looks good. I haven't played that. Rime I bought but never played it. Firewatch I played all the way through. Great game. These are good games that you can play. They can kind of take your mind off it. I mean, you know, some people, you want to embrace, you know, anarchy and madness. I mean, you can play Doom Eternal, which looks really good. I've enjoyed a lot of good reviews on that. The first Doom, Doom 64, the Wolfenstein games, certainly. I got lots of racing games. For me, I like racing games and some flight games. A lot of good games. Here, like this one here, this, you know, Lone Star Mountain. This is a very relaxing, peaceful game. This is probably the game that I'm more inclined to play right now. I don't know that I want to play, you know, the Zombie U game right now or anything like that. People are all triggered because The Last of Us 2 got postponed. I see why they want to postpone it. I certainly understand. They want to make it available when people can enjoy it physically and digitally, and they want to just wait, and it gives them more time to get the bugs out. So I understand. But I got a lot of good racing games, you know. The Wreckfest I have a ball with. I love that. Grid, I've got Need for Speed Rivals. I just got all the DLC for that recently. Need for Speed Payback, I've got a lot of the DLC for it. Need for Speed Heat as well. Rogue Aces, this is another one I just downloaded. It was on sale. I got a good deal on that. Looks like a really fun little arcade game. Beat Cop looks like a great little text-driven, kind of a really cool game. Guns, Gore, and Cannoli. God, it's such a fun game. This is really fun and very, very challenging. They're fun games. A platformer might be a good way to test my dexterity to see if I can. My reaction time is off with my right hand. I don't know. Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2, Metal Slug Anthology. Steam World Dig is a wonderful game. I love that. Hotline Miami's tough but fun. Broforce, very fun little game. So there's a lot of, you know, digital games you can buy. Some of them you can buy for 10, 15, 20 bucks. You know, Solid Rev sent me this Terminator Resistance. I'm really anxious to get back to this. I definitely want to get back to this. Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. I definitely want to play that. Desert Rangers, Mad Max would be fun. You know, part of me wants to go in and play Rage 2 or Mad Max or something. Homefront: The Revolution. I don't want to play anything that's too tense right now. My stomach upset right now. I just Outer Worlds would be really nice too. Some Duke Nukem would always be fun. Destroy All Humans 1 and 2. Lifeless Planet I played all the way through. A wonderful game. There's some good games out there that you can play digitally or buy digitally and have a lot of fun. If you want to really embrace the madness, you can play the new Zombie Army 4 Dead War. The zombie game, I got that on sale. I downloaded it for like $10 or $8 or something, really cheap. Ghostbusters, a video game, that was one of the last physical games that I bought. So, and Dying Light: The Following with all the DLC, I've got that. Alien Isolation, I don't think I could handle stress levels right now. Could handle anything like that. I want to get the Jedi Academy, but I haven't even played the Jedi Knight yet. I want to see, I've heard that some things about the controls are off on this PS4 version compared to the Xbox version, which I'm very familiar with. So we'll see. I would like to at least play Jedi Outcast. I might go back and start playing that. Sniper Elite, I've played some of these a couple times through. I mean, I got the new Sniper Elite V2 Remastered, and I started playing it. Very fun. I definitely want to get back into that. The Uncharted games, I've got my, you know, all my open world games. L.A. Noire is a wonderful game. I could easily get lost in that world, kind of take my mind off of things by going back to a different time, you know, time machine. That's why I like reading too. Sometimes reading a good novel or book can take your mind off from things. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Editions are a lot of fun too. So many great games. The Batman games, the Far Cry games. Steve has a copy of Far Cry Primal he wanted to give me. I already have the digital Apex edition that has all the DLC, but it's nice to have the physical copy. I got the Red Faction games and BioShock games, and so I've got a pretty good array of games. I have more than enough games to play, so I packed all my other games up. I don't have any access right now to other games, but I would recommend, recommend playing some digital games if you can. You can get them fairly cheap. You don't have to risk going out for them. I would really minimize going out. Now, I have to go out this Thursday while the guys are here. I'm going to have to take off and go to my Costco, and I'm not looking forward to it. Getting down on gas, I want to fill my car back up. I'm about half a tank now, so I'm going to fill it back up. So I'm going to go and top my car off, get gas, with my gloves and mask on. I'll go to, brave the crowd. Supposedly, if you're going just to the pharmacy only, they let you right in. and you can go right in, go right to the pharmacy, and get the hell out of there. I don't want to be around any crowds or anyone. This is highly, highly contagious. In places where a lot of people are, it's not good. Unfortunately, my prescription is not going to be ready till like 11 o'clock, so I can't like go when they first open. I have to wait a while until they send me a text saying it's ready. But what I did is I have 3 prescriptions, 2 other blood pressure medicines, plus my pain pills I'm picking up all at one time. So I got to get that out of the way. So I'm not looking forward to that. I've been worried about that all week because that's going to be a lot. There's a lot of people at Costco. That's the last place I want to be. So yeah, I'm going to protect my mask. I have spray bleach. I spray a mist of spray bleach over it every time I use it, put it out in the sun, let the UV rays kill it, and it should be fine. I come home, I wash my face and hands immediately. I take a shower, I take all my clothes off and wash them. I haven't washed clothes in years, and I've been doing my own laundry here, washing my blankets, towels. I'm very fanatical. I'm washing everything. I wipe my car down. My furniture, I wipe all surfaces down with disinfectant rags. I don't want Vinny to get this. I certainly don't want to get it. So you can still have fun. You can still escape to gaming, or within gaming, or movies, your favorite films. Some people are embracing it and watching Contagion and Outbreak and stuff, and other people are watching, The Sound of Music or something a little bit more passive or mellow. There's a Netflix thing called A Platform I was thinking about watching, but it looks pretty dark and depressing. I don't know. I'm someone that actually has embraced the post-apocalyptic stories. I grew up with all this end-time crap, so I have so much of it in me. It's easy for me to adapt to this world. I've already isolated. I already am an introvert. I don't mix with people socially outside of the house. I do it online with my friends and love to interacting with them, but I'm not the social butterfly that I once was. And so it's easy for me to stay inside. I've been doing it for years anyway. I have a wife, but she's not here with me, and I'm not here, there with her. And so that's creating a lot of stress for us as well. Every day I wake up and I ask her in the morning at 5:30. I talk to her on the phone. And I go, "How do you feel today?" And for a while, she had this weird stomach bug and wasn't feeling well, and I know that was one of the signs and symptoms. And, oh God, I hope she doesn't have this. You have no idea how much stress I've been through with this, worrying about this, because I care. If I didn't give a shit, I don't care about myself that much, but I do care about my wife. And when she expressed to me how heartbroken she'd be if I was careless with myself and let myself get this virus and die, I would definitely be one of the people that would need a ventilator. I've already been in an oxygen tent twice because since I was a kid I've had this problem. My wife has the beginning stages of emphysema and asthma. She has very bad lungs, as her brother had even worse lungs, and that's one of the reasons why he's dead and had to die, just passed out and asleep and died. And sitting upright in his truck, fell over, slumped over and died, and had a massive heart attack. And he's years younger. My wife's years younger than me, so it can take anybody at any time. And this thing will definitely kill someone like my wife and myself. I don't want to live without her. She doesn't want to live without me. So we've made a pact with each other to try to really go the extra mile. And I'm doing all I can to protect myself. I suggest you do the same. Think of your families. Think of your loved ones. Play it safe, and then play some games. And watch some movies and spend quality time with your family. Don't let them get on don't let them unsettle you or get under your skin. A lot of people can't handle being enclosed. They can't handle being with their families all the time. And you may see a high baby boom rate, 9 months from now with everyone being locked up. And then probably you could see a lot of divorce too. So it's very stressful for a lot of people. Just take it one day at a time. Keep things in stride. What I do is I look at what I'm thankful for. Every morning I see Vinny, and I pet him and give him love and feed him his food and clean his box out. I'm just so happy to have Vinny here. He brings me so much joy. I send my wife little videos of Vinny. She really misses him. And she loves the little videos I send and pictures of Vinny throughout the day. And it's the little things that help you to get through and appreciate, what you have. So make the most of this, guys. It doesn't have to be a doom and gloom thing. It's been tough for me lately as I've been in a lot of pain, and that kind of, filters a lot of what I'm feeling is how I feel physically. When I'm feeling this much pain and suffering, it's tough. It's hard. It's hard to enjoy life. And so now my fusion operation is put on hold because of this. I mean, I need it so bad. I wanted to get it over with. And again, it's probably going to be 6 months of pain and recovery, but now that's on delay. So now I'm pushed back. Now who knows when I'm going to be able to work again, which is troublesome for me. So I got to find a whole new doctors. They're not doing non-emergency procedures right now. So hopefully we'll all get back to work soon here. I think the government's working and the states are working at coming up with a plan to get businesses and get things in the economy back up and running the way it was, more or less. There's going to be a lot of changes, though, I can tell you that. A lot of changes in how we do things, and maybe for the better. This will keep us from getting the flu, from getting sick. We're careful washing our hands and cleaning things, and everything you do, just be very careful. And you put the odds in your favor of surviving and living another day to game and to come home to your wife or your girlfriends and boyfriends and your children and your pets and your favorite games. So anyway, that's it, guys. This will be the last video I can make for a while. I'm going to have my PC on the floor after they take my desk. I'm going to leave my TV and PCs and just a few things here, which I'll take with me soon. My wife should be here in another week or so. And that's another thing. Is she going to fly, risk flying? Am I going to drive 9 hours there and get her and then bring her back? I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. So it's a lot of anxiety we're going through right now, trying to work just to be ultra careful and to work all these loose ends out. This is a huge move. I'm very excited about the house and all that, but it's not going to be any good if I'm dead or in a hospital on a ventilator trying to survive. So I got to do my best to try to be here for that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy your games, enjoy your families, and enjoy the little things in life, and really count your blessings. And that's going to help you get through this and to appreciate the good things in life that we have. Because we do have it very good in many ways. And this is a wake-up call for all of us to see how good we've had it for way too long. Maybe this will humble us and help us to be more gracious and respectful about life and those around us. Thank you so much for watching. I really think the world of you guys. You guys have been good friends and viewers, and I really appreciate your positive interaction with me and the support. It really means a lot, and I hopefully can give you something back in return. Thank you very much, and God bless.